In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 26, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Guardians versus Los Angeles Angels. The Cleveland Guardians were swept by the New York Yankees in their latest 3-game series and now are looking for a better outcome when they travel west to Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Angels managed to close a 3-game home series against the Baltimore Orioles with a win, but it was a disappointing series as they lost 2-1. This will be the second of 4 games the Guardians and Angeles will play at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. These American League rivals have met 6 times in 2021, and Cleveland won 5 of those games. This is another series that began on Monday night while majority of the league had the day off. The Angels come into this game with a decent record. They are 9-7 so far, just 1 game out of first place in the American League West. The Angels will be expected to start Patrick Sandoval, who has yet to record a decision, but has also not allowed an earned run. In both of his starts, he has only pitched 4 innings, and the only runs he allowed were unearned. He has also allowed 4 or less hits in each start, so there is reason to believe he can have success on Tuesday against a Cleveland team that is below .500. Cleveland, on the other hand, were just swept by the Yankees this past weekend to fall 1 game under .500. Their offense did not show up in that series, averaging 2.33 runs per game against New York. Hoping to get them back on track will be Tristan McKenzie on Tuesday night. McKenzie is 0-1 on the season, but still has a solid ERA of 2.38. In 3 starts, McKenzie has allowed 3 earned runs through 11.1 innings. He has allowed less than 3 hits in each of his 3 starts, but did have 4 walks in most recent start against the White Sox. This matchup between Cleveland and Los Angeles will come down to which offense can scratch across some runs against 2 starters who have been performing well. Look for the Angels to be the team to come up with the better offensive performance, as they have found success against right-handed pitching, driving across the 8th most runs per at-bat. In addition, they are among the league leaders in walks, generating a free pass on 10.4% of their at-bats. So far, one of Cleveland starter Tristan McKenzie's only weaknesses has been his tendency to put runners on through walks. This game feels fairly even. However, the Angels have been in slightly better form recently and still have a pitcher who has not allowed a run. They also have Shohei Ohtani, who has had his struggles to start the season, but could very well have a huge game at any time. So the Los Angeles Angels money line is our full game side pick. So far, both Tristan McKenzie and Patrick Sandoval have yet to give up a home run. In addition, each pitcher has posted strong strikeout numbers, both averaging 5.5 Kelvins per outing. Because both starters should work deep into the game, this will lessen the impact of both teams' bullpen groups, who are both below average units. As mentioned previously, Sandoval has not allowed an earned run this year, while McKenzie has only allowed 3 runs. The only concern is that the Angels rank 4th in the league in total runs, while the Guardians rank 7th. Los Angeles is averaging 4.93 runs per game, while Cleveland is averaging 5 runs per game. The offenses in this game are certainly scary, and either one could have a big night. However, not counting Monday's game, both sides have gone a few games recently without much offensive production. Therefore, backing both pitchers to put in a good performance will be the play. Look for this to be a low-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The Dodgers beat the Giants in Game 1 of this series, which was the first meeting between these National League West rivals this season. The Dodgers are hot winners of 2 in a row in 4 of their last 5 games. They sit in first place in the National League West but are only a half a game up on the San Francisco Giants. Los Angeles is tied for the 2nd most wins in baseball, and that is no surprise, as the club ranks tied for 1st in the majors in runs scored and 1st in team ERA. The Diamondbacks have lost 2 in a row, and they were shut out in the opening game of this division series. The team is in the basement of the National League West, and they are tied for the 2nd fewest wins in the National League. While the Arizona pitching has been decent, the same cannot be said for their lineup. which ranks 27th in the bigs in runs scored. Not only have the Dodgers won 5 of their last 6 road games facing the Diamondbacks, but they have won 40 of their last 55 games against them overall. This series got underway on Monday night, one of the only games on a day where the majority of the league had an off day. The Dodgers were able to win 2 out of 3 against the San Diego Padres over the weekend, and a series against the lowly Diamondbacks should only strengthen their lead in the National League West. Los Angeles is scheduled to start Tony Gonsolin on Tuesday night, who is 1-0 on the season so far and has an ERA of 0.69. In 3 starts, Gonsolin has allowed just 1 earned run in 13 innings. His last 2 starts have basically been perfect, pitching 10 innings without allowing a run. He also has allowed 4 hits over these last 2 starts and should have little problem shutting down the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks come into Tuesday's game doing exactly what most people thought they would do this season: struggle. Before Monday's game, Arizona was 6-10 on the season, most recently losing 2 out of 3 games to the Mets this past weekend. They will counter with Zach Davies, but that should not give us much confidence. Davies is 1-1 on the season and has an ERA of 5.02. In 3 starts this season, Davies has allowed 8 earned runs in 14.1 innings. He has allowed at least 2 runs in all 3 starts and has yet to pitch past the 5th inning. There is absolutely nothing about Davies that says he is going to have success against a loaded Dodgers lineup. From top to bottom, the Dodgers are one of the best offenses, and with a pitcher who has shut down every team he has faced, expecting the Dodgers to cruise to an easy win will be the play. So the Los Angeles Dodgers money line is our full game side pick. We have one pitcher who has been nearly perfect and one other pitcher who has been knocked around a bit in every start. The Dodgers came into Monday's game having scored the 2nd most runs in the MLB this season. They are averaging 5.47 runs per game, while the Diamondbacks are 27th in the MLB in total runs. They average 2.63 runs per game and will likely not be able to keep up with the Dodgers. Gonsolin has been too strong to expect the Diamondbacks to score more than a couple, while even though Davies has allowed some runs, he has yet to be rocked. The Diamondbacks were shut out in Game 1 and their lineup has struggled so far on the young season. That will continue facing Gonsolin, who is coming off a start where he pitched 6 scoreless innings. After scoring a season-high 10 runs, the Dodgers scored 4 runs in the opening game of this series. I look for them to score around that total in this game facing Davies, who was solid in his last start, only giving up 2 runs. In the last 5 games between these division rivals, the under record is 3-1, and that trend will continue. Like Game 1, this game will be a lower scoring affair. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Oakland Athletics versus San Francisco Giants. After spending the last 2 series at home, the Oakland Athletics will hit the road for a brief 2-game series against the San Francisco Giants. The Giants, on the other hand, are returning home from a 12-game road trip on which they face the Guardians, Mets, Nationals, and Brewers. These interleague rivals have met on 6 occasions in 2021, and San Francisco won 4 of those duels. Carlos Rodon had a rocky start to the first 5 years of his career as a member of the Chicago White Sox. He showed electric stuff, but struggled with his command at times. The Giants were set to use their new ace, Carlos Rodon, on Monday night for their single game against the Brewers. Unfortunately for Athletics fans, San Francisco has decided to save him for Game 1 of this series. Oakland is not particularly great at hitting lefties, and Rodon is no ordinary lefty. He's been incredible this year, having pitched at least 5 innings in each start, giving up 8 total hits, 2 earned runs, and recording 29 strikeouts. He has the 4th best individual ERA at 1.06 and a primary factor for the Giants' second-best team ERA of 2.51. His league's second-best strikeout total is not great news for the Athletics. Not only are they void of Matt Olson this season, they've scored a total of 3 runs in their last 3 games. Those games came at home against the Rangers, a far cry from a Giants pitching staff. Not only is Rodon elite, San Francisco has the best bullpen ERA to follow up. The Giants lineup has not been discussed much, but are quietly sitting 5th in the league in runs scored with 79. Rodon should be fine here. He's pitched at least 5 innings in each start so far with 3 or fewer hits and 1 or fewer earned runs as well. In the Monday game, the Giants didn't get much going until the final 2 innings. That said, the pitching performance was great and the team ultimately got the job done. The disparity between these teams is evident and is only amplified with such a dominant starter on the mound. Rodon and the bullpen should be able to shut down the Athletics lineup, wishing they had stayed on their side of the Golden Gate Bridge. So the San Francisco Giants money line is our full game side pick. Dalton Jeffries and Carlos Rodon are both off to spectacular starts for their respective clubs this year. Jeffries has a 1.17 ERA and Rodon has an elite 0.82 WHIP to go along with a 29.6 Kelvin BB ratio. San Francisco has allowed the third fewest runs in the majors this year and the fewest home runs. Oakland lacks any capable punch in their lineup to affect Rodon here, and they will be overmatched against his fastball. San Francisco should be able to muster a few runs against Jeffries, but you will not see very many hard-hit balls Tuesday night. I talked highly about Jeffries, but what to say about Carlos Rodon, who has been one of the best pitchers in the MLB since 2021, when he had a breakout season with the White Sox. With a starter like Rodon, it's never a good thing to bet on over. He allowed only 2 runs in 17 innings, while each of the 3 games he started went under. Oakland is not good against southpaws, while San Francisco has the second-best pitching staff in the league. Plus, the total number has gone under in 5 of Oakland's last 7 games overall. The Giants' bullpen is even better as it allows 1.71 ERA per game, so I don't expect the hosts to allow a lot of runs here. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.